It's summertime. We're sitting by the barbecue, and Dexter's playing the guitar. We're wondering about what's happened to the world, how our babies have gone so far. Why are we so blind to what's happening in the world? This is not something that should be going on, but it's a wake-up call. Thank you, and thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. I see there's some people here from Toronto, some people from Los Angeles, people even from as far as Alaska. I want to thank you all for coming to this undisclosed location and keeping it a secret. Let's start the show. All right, so that was some beautiful guitar playing from Dexter here. We're doing our secret Alliance, your wake-up call show here in a secret location with a bunch of secret people that are trusted from every different province in British Columbia and a couple states in the United States. We're here today talking about nothing except for awareness. We're waiting for Dexter here to come back up. But I guess what I'll do is I'll just touch on a few things that have been happening in the news. And one of them I'm finding is awareness. I've found that people are becoming more aware. There's more and more topics and articles and news stories going on about some of the destruction that's being caused by the psychopaths in our society, which would be, I don't know if you heard, but there was a social worker who went to apprehend a child, I believe it was in Texas, and the father and the father's friend beat up the social worker while the mother watched. I'm not saying that any of this is right by any means, and for whatever reason, the social worker was coming to take away the other person's child. I mean, you got to look at it sort of like this. If we were walking through the woods and we attempted to take away a bear's child, what would the bear do to us?
Pretty much.
Exactly.
And the whole point is that the purpose of child apprehension has evolved from possibly an intervention to save a child to what it has evolved into is a monstrous money stream of foster and legal and establishment criminality, grabbing children and using this as the necessary thing to bring in the money.
But let's not stress upon the $1.4 billion that our province, British Columbia, spends on child care, child apprehension. Let's just call it MCFD. And I mean, by all means, it does do some good. 1 in 25 children actually need their services. The parents that break down after not being able to see their children for months on end, not knowing what's going on, and finally give in to the system, it's worth it.
Pardon me? I did. Well, I'll tell you what, the system is educated criminality that is feeding on children. I'll tell you what, if they didn't have children to go after, they'd use dogs. They'd use animal shelters.
They actually did.
That drum.
We did a story. We did a story a few months ago on that monkey Darwin. What's happened to Darwin? Darwin's been taken away from his mother because he ran out of the car and went through IKEA. Did Darwin beat somebody? Did Darwin kill somebody? Did Darwin do anything bad except for run away from his parents?
Well, let me tell you something. If you got a naked ape in your house, okay?
Well, Darwin's a little cute monkey.
Okay, he's a cute little monkey.
I don't know how many of you have seen that show Hangover, but Darwin's the same type of monkey that's on Hangover that was a drug dealer. The smoking, drug-dealing monkey.
I can see intervention is
but I'm not
necessary.
No, but I'm not saying that Darwin is anything to do with a smoking, drug-dealing monkey.
Why can't we have a little pony, like a miniature pony that runs out of the car, runs through IKEA, animal protection swoops in with blaring trumpets and gunships and apprehends this little pony? Is it any different?
Well, no, I guess not.
Okay, so what we're doing is something is a little over the top here.
Yeah.
But here's the real question. The real question is what makes the society or those that are entrusted to protecting society, what gives them the authority to go over to the top like this and not be challenged? This is actually very serious because considering the triviality of the matter, we're looking at an act of war against the family, against the home.
Yeah. I mean, this has been going on, Dexter, for a very long time. It's just unfortunate that they have managed to put the spin on children being apprehended from their parents. The stigma is that parent must be a drug dealer, that parent must be this, that parent must be that, that parent must be evil in order to get their children taken away from them. But
and therefore the system must be slightly less evil?
Well, I mean, it takes one phone call, and these phone calls are anonymous, and apparently they're not recorded anywhere.
Not recorded.
Where's the proof? Where's the justification in phone calls that just come in?
Or maybe there's no phone calls.
We will never know.
Why does there have to be
Because they won't release the records, right?
So what
It's just, Dexter, it's
what
just
if we have
like
politically active elements that are assassinating people from a different political spectrum?
Well,
that could actually do that without anyone knowing.
Well,
that it is a political assassination. Is that something we want in Canada?
Well, I don't know. Where did the $3 billion go to that nobody's gone to jail for? You heard about that, right? The $3 billion that went missing. Billion!
Actually, I have to confess, they gave it to me.
Oh, really? Is that why we're sitting here in this beautiful...
actually wasn't a threat. I mean, I threw it into a new swimming pool, and we actually redid the insulation in the mansion, which was quite a deal. I'll get into it another time, but it's costly. It's costly. But the energy saved, you have to understand, it's good for the environment.
That's right. And this beautiful plastic table that we have here is made of recycled plastic.
Yes.
And our computers that we're broadcasting this stream from, and all of the chairs that the audience are sitting in is recycled plastic used from back in the 1970s. And we paid for all of this with the missing $3 billion that nobody has been charged for. And, did I say? Sorry. We just found $3 billion.
Well, yeah, there are receipts. They are on the way to the federal government, and that $3 million will be accounted for. So please do not worry.
It's $3 billion, Dexter. Get it straight.
Listen,
don't get it twisted. Get it right.
Cherry trees are actually plastic.
The cherry trees are plastic?
Yes. I didn't realize that when you drove up the driveway.
Sorry, man. I didn't realize that.
They're expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are going to run for
like
election, aren't you? You are running. Are you running for the election?
Office, the public trough appeals to me extremely. Mm-hmm. And
maybe we can use some of that missing $3 billion that nobody's been charged for to actually get you.
The interesting thing is that I did manage to funnel some of it through ICBC because, because you see,
Let's not FMAP. I mean, go there. Sorry.
All I'm saying is that there's some people that were really upset that ICBC had.
They're going to get RCMP after you, then FMEP or MCFD is going to come and remove your children.
No, this we're really cool about this, okay? But some people were really upset. They thought that ICBC was using their funds to buy the RCMP-3 helicopters.
Oh, really? Was this on the news?
This is it's real. 3 helicopters were bought by ACBC for the RCMP because it's pilfered funds. That's what people were saying. Was
that the $3 billion that our government's missing?
That's what I'm saying. It's not pilfered funds.
That could be paying for children
the people of
to
BC.
have proper housing and affordable housing. $3 billion.
Well, what I'm saying is that ICBC did not pilfer the money to pay for 3 helicopters for the RCMP. I paid for it.
Oh, with the missing $3 billion.
I got receipts. It's all clean and clear. It's fine.
All
ICBC is like pure as the driven snow.
Exactly. So I guess what are we?
I'm not snowing either.
You're not snowing me. Okay.
Mind you, it never snows in Vancouver, but is it snowing? I can't believe it.
I know it's snowing right now. You better put that sunroof back on the stadium here.
Okay. Oh, you had to mention the stadium with a retractable roof.
It only cost you $1.5 million. It's okay.
I tell us it's almost. Oh, that slipped out. I have I have friends in the highest and the most nefarious of places. I bought them.
With the missing $3 billion. Has anybody in the audience here heard of what has gone on with that $3 billion? Does anybody know? Because I know I heard that once, and if that was any one of us that happened to be working for a company, you better believe we'd be under house arrest right now, and it would be all over the news.
Well,
for 30,000 or 300,000, not $3 billion.
Let me tell you how the news is under house arrest, because they had to couch it in saying that Canadians are actually stole $32 billion in unpaid taxes from the federal government, and the federal government only misplaced $3 billion. So I mean that's like a tenth. So in reality, the Canadian public is actually 10 times as more guilty than the federal government for slipping the fund my way.
I guess you're right. I mean, I know I could sure use that for my legal costs right now, since I'm being told that I should have a lawyer.
Well, actually, it would be conflict of interest because it came from the state and you're being attacked by the state, so we can't actually use the state's money to protect private innocent.
Well, maybe I should just register myself as a corporation, and then maybe perhaps if I registered as a corporation, I would be able to actually get a piece of that $3 billion to protect all of my assets, and I might even get a retirement fund for fighting the government for 3 years.
Well, actually, it's just that we have some Black Hawk helicopters fully armed.
Well, I'm fully aware of that because on my websites, I mean, the U.S. military has been coming to my website. So I know I must be a part of the CIA or the DOD.
Listen, your homeland is under my private security.
Okay, all right. Because, I was told that I shouldn't be doing any of my shows because I'm a terrorist threat, right? So,
Well, we just say that to kind of take the wind out of
my
people's sails.
I see.
That's right. If they get too successful, then too many people listen to them, and everybody's getting woken up, and it's a bit of a problem because we like followers, not like sort of leaders that might say something.
Exactly. All right. Well, I think we're good for today. We just wanted to give people a little bit of hello. and maybe we'll come back and do another show soon.
Oh, they got a hello.
I know. Did they ever, right? All right. Thank you for tuning in. This has been your wake-up call with
Dexter Livingston and Terrence.
No, I'm not Terrence anymore. I bought a new name.
Oh, he's serious?
Yes, I did. I bought a new name. My new name...
Terrence and Terrace were a little awfully close, weren't they?
My new name is T-E-R. It's a synonym.
What's a T-E-R?
T-E-R. I haven't figured out what the synonym should mean yet, but it's...
Terror. Terror is pretty damn close.
Don't say I'm a terrorist, because I'm not a terrorist.
You're a Terrence.
I'm a Terrence.
You're damn close to a Dexter.
But
this is not good.
I don't say Dexter. Don't say Dexter. Because we could be invoking thought, waking people up to, I won't say the word rise up against the, but, all right. Okay, see ya.
We're treading pretty close to the edge of the lawn.
I think we are.
Did you see the sign, do not walk on the lawn?
Grass?
Did you see that?